Sports Live, the Overtime Sports Show, where today we got some special guests with us. It is, of course, our good friend Maito Obregón. We got Choche Jorge Flores the third that's coming our way. He just finished kind of doing his thing, and of course, our good friend UT faithful. Just, I mean, you talk about UT fanatic. This gentleman right here, Gabe Señor. What's going on, Gabe?
How you doing, okay, guys? Appreciate y'all having me on today.
Hey, so we're gonna talk, of course, San Antonio Spurs and what happened with, of course, getting the picks that they have. What happens with Giannis, and see what Giannis, the sweepstakes, and see what goes on with that. And then, of course, we got the NBA with Tatum going out. Of course, Steph being out with his injury too. So we got bunch of stuff to talk about. Right around the corner, we already got football, fantasy football that we might be talking about. That we're gonna do a show. Also, we got a bunch of stuff that we got to talk about tonight with our special guest today. So thank you
We're
guys
back,
for joining.
baby.
Yeah,
Spurs are back.
the Spurs are back, as Maito says.
High school playoff baseball as
Yeah,
well, right,
high
Coach?
school playoff baseball. Yeah, that's
There we
another
go.
thing that we're going to talk about too. As your host Freddie there with you tonight, we are live from Choche's Barbecue and Bar. Come for the barbecue, stay for the drinks, and our good friend over at the you see over there in the bar. That's Marcos Avalos. That's over there. Revenos. That's pouring the drinks for us. And we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. You got the different views of us today. And thank you once again. I mean, what more do you want? We got Choche. We're also gonna talk food. And we're gonna talk a little bit about brisket, man.
Brisket Gate.
The brisket gate.
I
Of
don't know.
course.
I don't know if you found out, Gabriel.
Did you find out, Gabe?
I think we went viral on Sunday.
I did see it. I ain't gonna lie.
You did see the fact that we had, of course, our connoisseurs of meat, Mr. Maito and Mr. Choche, that of course got to get the food to our community. I mean, it's a must. It's a meat barbecue.
Gotta deliver.
Yeah, you got to deliver. Like if you don't deliver, then why be in the
Food business.
in the food business, right?
It's
Of
going to
course.
be an interesting topic.
Of course, Maito is the
I'll wait for
owner and
Choche to get here.
owner and operator of Great Cooks. And you can find them at De Los Santos Foodie Park on 3055 Del Rio Boulevard. We got Choche coming our way.
I'm sharing
You're sharing, yeah.
the post that way.
We got a different setup today. La Toxica could not be moved.
I mean, it could, but yeah, she gets
This is a good
She
setup, though.
gets
I like it.
jealous. She gets jealous if she gets moved. So
What's up, Choche?
What's up, guys?
nice to have you. Thank you very much for joining us and having this. Of course, tonight is
Game night down
game
here.
night, so make sure you come on by. If actually we do have a, if you come down tonight and get with Marcos and beat him on any game.
I don't know what he chose to play.
Yeah, I don't know. We were trying to talk to him, but let me see. No, that's not the. That's the one right there. See, you can see the whole everything that's going on today. You got us. You got the Patriots here.
Hey, and a special shout out to Mikey Kipuros. He signed his letter of intent today to play with us.
Congratulations to
Mikey.
Mikey
Yeah.
Kiporos, and his family is here. As you can see him in that one right there. You can see him there. They are celebrating the fact that their young man, is going to OLLU.
Hell yeah.
Along with Christian Demasi is also going to OLLU. So, of
Good
course,
dude.
congratulations to all the teams that made it to the playoffs. The Eagle Pass Eagles lost to Clemens in the first round in the bi-district round. It was a tough series, three-game series. Congratulations to, of course, the Mavericks with Coach Royce. They made it to the area round. They lost to Liberty Hill. That was a crazy week last week. Thursday, we were here at Choche's for our usual Thursday night that we covered.
Yeah, we got stuck here.
For about 2 hours.
We were
Yeah.
also even he got stuck.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I told them, I was like, hey, there could be worse places to get stuck at than a bar.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
So-
I could say. I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, Thursday night we're supposed to have
It was a good stuck.
it was a good stuff.
I don't know if y'all are gonna see that I'm in charge of the buttons today.
So we were here. We're expecting to cover game one of that series here at Eagle Pass. It got rained out. Bunch of rain came through. They went over to Liberty Hill. They were able to split the series, and then we caught game three in Jordanton, and they lost that game 9-0. The Lady Eagles made it to the third round of the playoffs, the regional
right.
semifinals. Coca Ruiz and his senior class of Sierra Torres, Krista Ruiz, Michelle Toralba, Roquia Moreno. I'm trying not to forget anybody of the seniors.
How many, Coacher?
6 seniors that they had. And of course, the fact that they made it to this round, they lost to Dripping Springs in 2 games. It was a close game, and game number 2, they lost that game 6-5. So kudos to Coach Reese. I know he's going to reload again and
Next
come
year.
back. Yeah, next year. So
We're sophomores, juniors.
Well, they were real young too. I know they had good seniors, but that day they came down here, there was a bunch of freshmen and there was a bunch of sophomores.
There was, and just the picture in the circle for a coach, Sofia Torres. She's just a sophomore. So
Wow.
And you know what was real that day they came, she was the one talking. I mean, that's crazy for a sophomore, right? You
Yep.
know, you expect,
Leadership.
already as a sophomore.
Yeah, she shouldered the load. Of course, they were expecting Valdez, Harold Valdez's daughter, to come in as a freshman, also to contribute, but she got injured, and of course couldn't make it.
But
So
she's gonna be something to reckon with here soon.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when you have 2 pitchers in the circle like that,
That's money.
Yeah, that's you can either go either way.
We're gonna get Edward right now.
Yeah,
here
we're
on
gonna
the-
get Edward here in a second. Edward is here with us. Of course, Judge Martinez and his family. They just finished some. We're going to talk, of course, Brisket Gate. I know that's the thing that we were going to talk, a topic.
Yeah.
We're going to talk baseball a little bit. I know that the Cubs have Kyle Tucker, and I'm hearing rumors that the Dodgers are trying to go after him too.
We want everybody. We want everybody.
Why would you want everybody
Because
if you already
we want
have
everybody. We want
I
everybody.
thought you had everybody. Like, why would you want more?
It's not enough.
It's not enough. It's not enough to do.
It's a long season.
It's kind of like Choche. He wanted all the briskets. We want all the players.
Man, I wish I
All
would have
of
had place for it.
So we're gonna start with the topic first off and foremost. The San Antonio Spurs looked like they're back in the kind of
Yes, sir.
Of course, Wembanyama got injured late in the season, but they have 2 picks in the top 20. And,
14.
Or top 14, excuse
Top 14.
me. The top 14. Not only that, but you got Fox. You have all these
Rookie
guys.
Peter Castle.
Castle. But what is the rumor has it that they're in the sweepstakes for Giannis in Milwaukee? Giannis being ousted in the first round again. It kind of spells like why would he? I mean, he was very displeased after that series. So, what do you guys think about Giannis coming to the Spurs? And is it a good fit for the Spurs?
Come over, man. Come over. You
Well,
want to win a championship? We got Wemby.
Harper doesn't fit, right? Because you got Fox. So
Yeah.
you already gave something up for Fox. I was reading articles how Giannis wants to play in a state that doesn't have state tax.
Hell yeah.
So that bodes well for us. But Houston also has some good pieces that they want to throw at Giannis. So, I mean, obviously, being international players, maybe Wemby can have a little tug on Giannis there.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, for many years, I mean, we've been kind of out of the loop,
Out of
and
the
we're
loop.
slowly you see the pieces coming together, and I mean, there's such young talent. I mean, you get Giannis there, it'd be scary. I mean, your contention, immediately,
Immediately, yeah.
and for 3 or 4 years.
You become a championship contender so quickly.
He's
Now
30
it goes
years
to the
old.
question of what they want to give up to get him.
But that's the other thing is there's some teams that of course you have picks to give up, but how do you play? And with the new coach, you saw you saw El Jefe.
Yes, sir.
How is he gonna put that into
We're
play?
we're the only team that has picks and also young talent that we
We
can
got
give
Wemby.
up.
Literally.
You know, we
You
can
got
give
Wemby.
up Kendall, we can give up even Shohan, and you give up the 2 picks, and I mean, I think, believe it or not, that might be enough, right? So, no other team really has the young talent, like the
Like
pieces
San
that we
Antonio,
could
yeah.
throw together. It's just San Antonio's really never been the team to do that. You know,
No.
Papa's never been a splashy guy, but maybe it's finally time.
Well, he knows, and his staff knows exactly what needs to happen as far as bringing the scouts that the San Antonio have.
Yep.
They know how to scout people and they know what to do.
Yeah.
So
I mean, look
like
at
Ace
Castle.
Bailey.
Look at Castle, bro.
Big
I
time.
mean, you go
Yeah.
4, and the guy's just
Monster.
All around player.
Monster. And I really like Ace Bailey in there. As a forward, we need a forward. We don't need any more guards.
what?
You put in Ace Bailey with his size, he can jump. He can shoot any jump shot. He's got the defense. I mean, we're even in contention in the next 3 years with a guy like Ace Bailey in there because the pieces are falling together.
Yeah.
Real quick, just going back to Pop and him announcing his retirement, what he brought to the game of basketball.
man.
Well,
Unreplaceable.
Since he came
Oh,
in
yeah.
in 96, it was far long ago when he came in. And of course, he was a GM before he got rid of the coach and he came in himself. But the way he managed the team and the way, I mean, you look at the tree of San Antonio Spurs coaches, assistant coaches, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally.
They're everywhere in the league. So again, do you guys think that San Antonio, would you give him a year or would you give him the next 4 years to actually make playoffs? Because from last year's record to this year, it's a big jump because they won about 15 games last year. They won 20 something, close to 30 games this year. So what do you guys feel like San Antonio is gonna?
If San Antonio stays healthy, I think they'll make the playoffs next year. But you want to win a championship, you bring in Giannis.
That's your take. You got to
Yes.
bring Giannis in. What's your take, Chuck?
You want to win now.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard to win immediately. It really all falls on Wemby. Can he stay healthy?
Yeah.
Can he keep doing what he did? That deep vein thrombosis he has is, I mean, so many players have played with it, right? But
Yeah.
this guy's just like so unusually tall and lanky, and like, can he stay healthy? That's going to be the big question. Yeah, if you bring Giannis in, I even think Giannis, Steven Castle, and De'Aaron Fox is scary, and then
Chris Paul and mix.
you throw Wemby in there, and yeah, you're just on this whole other level, right?
That's a different take there. So, guys, we kind of go into commercial break. We'll be back with more after this. For the barbecue, stay for the drinks. 1995 North Veterans Boulevard, Suite A, the official Eagle Pass Sports Bar. Watch all your live local sports plus MLB, NFL, NBA, and more. Choche's Barbecue and Bar. Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. We sat down with Dr. Hector Alvarez, and this is what he had to say to the community. Knickerbocker, Heredia, Salinas, and Salinas, attorney at law. 468 Main Street in Eagle Pass and 5460 Springfield Avenue in Laredo, Texas. Visit www.khsslaw.com. Looking for a certified plumber? Look no further than Larry's Plumbing at 2615 Alindo Highway or 3529 US Highway 57. Residential and commercial plumbing. Call them up 830-773-3250. Jorge Flores is second. We got Maito. We got Gabriel joining us today. We're talking Spurs. Now we switch the subject to the playoffs right now. It's the Celtics and what it means to lose Tatum to the Achilles, and of course the Golden State Warriors and losing Stephen Curry. and what that means to their run in the playoffs.
Yeah, the Celtics are done.
Just like that, one player, and they're done. That's what you think.
Brunson's playing lights out.
Horrific injury though, man. Prayers to
Yeah, I mean, non-contact like that is rough.
Yeah.
I mean, that's such a good player. Like, can he come back from that? That's going to be the scary part, right? Especially, Achilles, and I mean, Kobe did it, but he was never really. He was never really.
Yeah, he was never ready. Like
never the same after
never
that,
the
right?
same. Yeah. Want to shout out to Smoothie Kings of Laredo, as they are our main sponsor, proud sponsor for tomorrow's series between Laredo Alexander and.
Oh yeah, you're
Drippy
going to
Springs.
Laredo, right?
Yeah, no, we're going to San Antonio.
San Antonio?
Yeah, we're gonna be streaming the series between the regional semifinal series between Laredo Alexander and the Dripping Springs Panthers. So yeah, we'll be out there.
Who's
Thursday?
projected to win that?
Laredo Alexander has two guys on the hill that are throwing 90 plus.
Oh man.
Like, yeah, those kids are. I mean, it's
crazy.
impeccable. They of course won District 36A. The Eagles were second, but these two guys are bar none. From what I've seen, they are just they're legit. They're guys that you can throw at the
Lean
next
on.
level. Yeah, they can throw at the next level. So. The winner of that series between Alexander and Dripping Springs plays the winner of Westlake Far San Juan Alamo in the regionals, in the regional finals.
That sounds tough.
Yeah. So for Alexander, like I said, it's gonna be big, but their roster is with Coach Lemus. Lemos. They have of course Andrew De Leon. They have the freshman Fernando Lemos, which is the coach's son. He's there. Miguel Garcia is another guy. He's a senior. Just to name a few guys, and to understand, Villafranca is another pitcher, senior. He's got guys in the bullpen also that can come in, that are pitcher, Rolando and Christian Raquel, a sophomore. So he's got guys that can come in and do, Julio Hernandez, that can come and do the job. So we're excited to cover that game. So, but what do you guys think about
Real quick, going back to that game, what's the schedule? That's tomorrow, correct?
that is Thursday, game one at Northeast ISD Sportsplex off of 281, and then you coming back on Friday in San Antonio at SAISD, which is on the south side, 35 off of Burbank.
Okay.
That's game two, and of course game three will be there on Saturday at noon. So there's 7:30, and then noon. So, and of course you can come to Choche's on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Ask them to put the game on. You can watch some baseball.
Playoff baseball.
Playoff baseball.
Yeah.
So the frigate tonight, 21 and up after 9. It's game night Wednesday. Card games, board games, beer pong, darts. Beat the bartender for a house shot. So
What?
beat
You pick the game.
You
and
pick the game, and the gentleman way over there on that side
Uh-huh.
pouring the drinks. If you beat him in any of the game that
Get
he
a free
says,
house shot,
you
yeah.
get a free house shot.
Not bad.
So come on and drink it up.
Do you have Bucana pineapple?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So yeah, we're happy hour of course from 12 to midnight. Happy hour 10 p.m. to midnight. Come by 1995 North Veterans Boulevard, Suite A, here in Eagle Pass, Texas. Choche's Barbecue and Bar, as we're live right now talking sports, entertainment, and brisket gates. Food, and more food. And the contrast as far as barbecuing, guys, big barbecue, you won, plenty of awards, competition awards. Maito, for you do a brisket also. You do chopped brisket. Is there a different way of cooking brisket, the way you cook it than the way you cook it, Choche? I mean,
There has to be.
I go to the sweeter side.
you go to the
I'm
sweeter
more
side.
of the sweeter, savior side. I'm not too much of the Texas barbecue. I'm more of the
Your own
sweeter.
sizzle.
You know, I try to go towards the. I want the kid to
To enjoy
they have this little taste of barbecue in there that you know. They, the sandwich. I
Yeah.
want a sandwich. I want a sandwich. It's way different and a lot of people sometimes I talk to Choche and I tell them, hey, you know, they tell me, hey, you're way different. And I was like, we never said we were the same. Right? We
Oh,
cook
there's
way
a-
different.
Yeah, there's just, I mean, there's a million ways to skin a cat,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Every restaurant does it whatever which way they want, and everybody's good in their own way. you
Yeah.
know. We've talked about it before, or, in other podcasts that I've done. Like, hey, everybody can have they can like a different one. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be like, hey, Maitos is better, Choche is better. Like, I always tell everybody, like, dude, just
Come out and
pretty
eat.
run a business,
Yeah,
man.
come on.
Yeah.
Just come and eat delicious food.
Yeah.
My when I come to Choche's, it's a brisket.
Oh, tomorrow's guisado,
liquor-
yeah.
yeah. Can
Tomorrow's
you?
rib
Why
guisado
would you
day.
do that?
Well,
Yeah.
just because I
For-
know you're gonna come.
That's my man. She knows.
Pork rib
Yeah,
guisado.
pork rib guisado.
He's been consistent for the past 3 weeks, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Wait, well,
looking
it
a
was
little
Lent,
fluffier.
dude. It was Lent. Lent threw me like
Yeah,
for a
it threw
loop.
off
I
through
had to
that.
change the brisket guisado Fridays. And so,
So with Choche, it's barbecue chicken and it's brisket with a mac and cheese. When I go to Great Cooks, it's the chicharrones with the best damn street corn you can think of at 3055 Del Rio Boulevard at De Los Santos Foodie Park. So that's the two things that I eat there.
But we limit you to chicharrones only on Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah, only Fridays and Saturdays, but that's usually when I go over there. And of course, the biscuit sandwich. I mean, you can't beat it. The brisket sandwich with the chips. I again for me, that's a meal in itself. I get it done. I eat. I go home happy. You forgot that.
No, it's
Oh, there you go. Still, guys. Of course, right around the corner, we're already in the dead heat of summer already. It's May, but but right around the corner, we're already talking football here in July. Yeah, it's right around the corner. Fall sports is right.
It's here, I want to say.
It's here, right? But
Off season.
we're gonna probably be talking about maybe having a fantasy football.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
STX Sports Live fantasy football. Get 10
Good idea.
participants to come in and we're gonna talk fantasy football on Wednesday nights.
yeah, that's the way to go.
On a Wednesday night show. The fantasy fix is what I'm gonna call it.
Fantasy fix. I like it.
The fantasy fix.
I like it.
Sponsored by Great Cooks.
And
Put him on the spot, baby.
wait, what?
But again, it's you're gonna get your fix of fantasy. Get to see what everybody's doing as far as picking for that week. Of course, Thursday night football you have the Sunday, but Thursday night football is usually when it starts. So we'll put something together on a.
And Eagle Pass needs that, Freddie. Eagle Pass needs a fantasy football show. You'd be surprised at the amount of people that play fantasy football. It is insane.
I look at some of the stuff. I mean, you have people playing in different fantasy leagues. I know you play how many leagues?
About three.
3 leagues.
Yeah.
George, how many leagues do you do? Do you
Three.
do 3?
I
Coach.
skipped out last year because I'm
We-
usually in person at the games.
Text man.
I don't have time but you know what? I'll look into it this year.
There you go.
Yeah, if we do that fantasy fix,
we had,
come
Yeah.
on.
I think we had 6 people come and do their drafts here.
Their draft here, yeah. So again,
Last
year, so,
you're gonna have your draft party here.
Yeah,
You're gonna have your
we had draft parties.
You can have your.
They like my league. We set up on the stage, and everybody walk up the stage and make their picks.
GPI.
Yeah.
GPI.
GPI.
So that's something that really I love. So you get to see me kind of really push. I mean, football season is what this place is meant for.
Yeah.
So you'll see us
agree.
even right now, like our schedule's Tuesday through Saturday. Here probably starting in in late August, it'll switch back to, Wednesday through Sunday, Monday Night Football, just because, that's
The
what this
amount of
place is
people.
made. Yeah, this place is meant for you all to come hang out, watch games, and we're really gonna push the outdoor stuff, this
Yeah,
year.
of course, yeah. this
Opening
year.
night, we're already in talks, and in planning that OU, the Texas
Texas.
versus Ohio State. We're gonna hold it
Oh,
outside.
and you know we're gonna talk about that right now.
We're gonna hold that outside. I'm trying to get a band to play afterwards. Like I'm just, that's what this
Alright.
place is.
Yeah, it's for.
Yeah.
It's geared for. Of course, the parking lot out here. Don't forget, guys, also Law Enforcement Week this week.
Correct.
Want to say
Thank
kudos to all law enforcement, sheriff, anybody in law enforcement. Law Enforcement Friday, May 17th. Actually, it's the 16th, right? On Fridays? Or you guys are going to have it on Saturday?
No, she fixed that.
She
yeah.
fixed it?
It's
Okay.
Friday the
So
16th.
it's Friday the 16th.
Yeah.
Free for all badge officers. You just bring in and show your while
Badge.
supplies last. 12 ounce.
Yeah, it'll be one full keg.
one full
Right.
keg.
And it's getting kind of crazy that I'm looking probably maybe for another, get another sponsor to give away another keg. I can't legally give it away, so
Yeah,
that's
of
why I
course.
need to
Yeah.
get
Sponsor.
a sponsor. Yeah.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, ourselves, South Texas
Yeah.
Sports Live, will be giving a door prize. So make sure you come in and you get your ticket.
Now I'm watching Choche's ad.
Yeah,
What's your happy hour?
10 to midnight.
Yeah,
Well,
and really it kind of switches
varies.
you see that little Coors Light sign over there?
Yeah.
That'll have the happy hours. Whatever.
No,
is
no.
happy
But
hours
what I
is.
mean, what's your specialist?
Well, that's what I'm saying. In that one, that's where it says.
That's
Oh,
where
okay,
Claudia-
okay,
that's
okay.
Yeah, that's where
Claudia
Quaya
has-
writes it.
Quaya.
Yeah. I know usually happy hour is somewhere the draft beer's on sale, the house margarita, and then the house shots. But yeah, I mean it's pretty cheap.
DJ Wolf
And
will
cool.
be on tap tomorrow.
Yeah.
And of course, you got you see we got different views that people can watch. I mean, come on, man.
We got a birthday party right now. Over
You got a
there.
birthday party?
Yeah. Good
So
little Wednesday.
we're gonna be back after these messages from our sponsors.
Located at the corner of Medina and Ferry, 679 Medina Street. Car washes 24/7. Come by. The best water pressure in town. That's Lima Charlie Car Wash. Luis Barbershop, a staple since 1980, has been helping residents look good and at their best. Top-notch haircut, beard trim, and shave. That's Luis and Johnny Rivera at Luis Barbershop, located at 108 Falcon Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. MedShield Ambulance, located at 3199 US Highway 57. Serving Eagle Pass, La Pryor, Uvalde, Hondo, Carrizo Springs, and Del Rio. Transportation is available for dialysis, wound care, and outpatient services. Call Vanessa at 830-776-7772 or 776-6066. Owner and operated Nestor Salinas. Southwest Texas Optical is the #1 optical in the entire Southwest region, offering high-end designer frames, cutting-edge lenses, and state-of-the-art lab with same-day service. We are dedicated to serving the community in Eagle Pass, 708 South Bibb Street and 2076 Veterans Boulevard, Suite E. Your vision is our mission. Valdez Tire Record Service, 24/7 roadside assistance. You need a tow? Guess what? Call them up. Valdez Tire Record Service at 830-757-3102. Located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass. Need a jump? Give us a call. 757-3102.
As we have our third segment of the night, as we continue this podcast from Choche's Barbecue and Bar. Come for the food, come for the barbecue, and stay for the drinks. That's their motto. So make sure you stick around tonight as they got Law Enforcement Week this week, and enjoy all day happy hour with us all week long. Just bring your badges; they're welcome. Thank you for all your dedication and safety to our
Law
community.
enforcement.
Law enforcement.
Shout out to Esteban Vicente, love you, brother.
So thank you guys for all that you do, and of course, don't forget Friday It's law enforcement. Come in, enter, win an Academy door prize. Academy sponsored by South Texas Sports. Live, drink, dance, and be safe. 1995 North Veterans Boulevard in Suite A here at Choche's Barbecue and Bar. You got our man over there, Marcus, drinking it up. You see the bar busy right now. Like this is what you.
He hasn't stopped. It's good.
And you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like what? Five screens. One,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you got one up here. There's 5. So, plenty right now. We got the Astros on.
Or somebody asked for the Astros, so
Yeah, the Astros, the Dodgers, whoever you want to come see. They
No sé para nada. Go Dodgers, baby.
the Dodger. We got Dodger fans. We got Braves fans. I'm a Braves fan. Of course, with all the injuries.
My championship ring. I should have brought it.
There you go again.
You should have brought it.
So again, kudos to all the athletes from both high school CC Win and Eagle Pass for their run in softball and baseball. Some of them are going to the next level, and congratulate them. I think today we had 4 signings today at the Eagle Pass High School. We had signing for Roque Moreno for I believe it was Anisa Elizondo, Michelle Toralba, of course Mikey Kipuros. Damasi also signed, so they're all going. Sierra Torres.
That's great, man, for the city of Eagle Pass.
Congrats, guys.
Big time.
Congrats, everybody.
Yeah.
I remember.
A lot of hard work.
Well, it's been years, right? I remember your brother's signing day. I remember my signing day.
Yeah.
Just something, the only thing I remember the most is my dad, his face, just the excitement, right? That I got to go play at the next level. Yeah.
And where did you go play your
Texas Lutheran,
TLU in Seguin?
Yeah.
How was that experience for you?
I told everybody it kind of was. It was more of a business. It no longer was. Not that it wasn't fun, but it wasn't fun. Yeah, you spend more time in classroom, plays. That it was taxing. It wasn't easy, right? By no means. It wasn't just go out there and have fun. No, you had to
take care of business.
You had to take care of business, and you had to, you had to know where you needed to be at the time, man. That a lot of them players that were out, in the first week of 2-a-days, because that was the last year they allowed 2-a-days. I remember a couple players lost their lives back then, and once they stopped all that. But I remember like, man, like, what am I doing here? This is crazy. And then, and then getting to play, was just a great experience. And somebody like JV, he got to play, JUCO, and then went all the way to Tarleton. He did, great job, man. And, it's great that some of us, now we talk about it nowadays, right? Like those friends you made on that field, like me and JV, we cannot see each other for a long time. And then it's just like, we see each other and it's like right there, right? Like we're still on that field. Do anything for those guys.
Best friends.
Yeah.
Still.
Best of friends. Maito, as we get to the food section of this podcast, and understanding that this town.
Hey, we're just so you know, we're sold out for the day.
Sold out.
Just so you know.
I know.
I know that's that one right here.
It's because you're not in charge of the buttons today.
I know you. I thought you were gonna do it. Sold out. Of course, 11 a.m. is they're open, and until sellout. Of course, tomorrow pork belly guisado. It's probably where we're gonna be for lunch. So
Again.
And I don't know if you
Thursday.
I don't know if you see this, but I usually plan it right.
yeah,
Choche gets sold out, and then I open.
there you go. You open.
We just opened
Works out.
15 minutes ago, so
See,
3055 Del Rio Boulevard. Look for the sign that says elotes on top.
that's of course the De Los Santos Foodie Park. They got a lot of food, a lot of great food. You are open Wednesday through Sunday.
Yes, sir.
And only on Thursday or no, Fridays and Saturdays is their chicharrones.
Pork belly chicharrones.
Pork belly chicharrones. Every 15 minutes, they are fresh out the aceite, as we call it.
The caso.
The caso.
We got the.
El
we
caso
got the
que me haces.
Yeah. A ver.
Yeah,
There we go.
That was delayed.
that was very delayed. Maito, as far as brisket is concerned, and understanding that our town is a meat connoisseur. Like we consume meat.
Our
We
own
have-
meat. No. El complemento.
I mean, literally, we have every kind of like we have a lot of meat markets.
Lovers.
Yeah.
And we have people that love meat.
Yeah.
So the fact of the matter that we talk about this whole brisket gate and the fact that you guys run businesses that need to make sure that you get it to the masses.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
I mean, and to top it all off, I mean, it's hey, you as the consumer, if you knew that they were gonna be on sale, well, guess what? Go buy them.
Yes, sir.
It's up for grabs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
No
You know,
restrictions.
and I went over there, believe it or not, I went over there to get Pampers and stuff for my
Yeah.
son.
Yeah, he told me. He told
But
me was over here
I
at
was
Peppers.
like, I always go look because I mean it's like it's my business, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I always go look, and it just so happened that you know
It was on
it
sale.
was on sale.
You can't beat $1.99
$1.98,
for
right?
you.
96. Yeah,
96.
96.
Wow.
Well, like, and that's what I told somebody because the week before I purchased it at 469. So just do the math, right? Like,
Damn, that's a big difference.
you
I mean
know?
that's to your bottom
God
line.
damn.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And you know, and for me, the post, believe it or not, for me, the post was just pure excitement. Why? Because, man, my family and my business for 1 week be all right, right? Like, hey, you don't have to worry, right? But for 1 week, I mean, so I love that somebody put, oh, that should be enough brisket for December. I'll be happy if I get to Thursday. You know, like, but you know, people don't really understand and see that part of it, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, you know, I buy, you know, almost 2,000 pounds of brisket a week. If I can find it,
A week?
yeah, a week. That's what this place does, right?
No,
Are you
I go through about 25 to 30 a week. So for me, I got 50 briskets. That was good enough for 2 weeks for me.
Okay.
But I had just bought in the previous week because it was a teacher appreciation. I had so
Yeah.
many orders, and I bought everything at $3.97 a pound. And you know,
Hey,
everybody sees me there at Walmart
the
with
funny
my
thing,
cart all full.
I
all
had
the
just
time.
done the quinceañera,
Yeah,
the
you had
century
you had-
they had,
Correct.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I had just literally for that quinceañera, we did 120 briskets, right? Just for that one event.
Just for that one.
Yeah, that plus the week, we went like 250 briskets last week. You know, that's what we went through. So, you know, yeah, if I see it, oof, you know, I wish, and like I said, I told
Take
somebody, I
advantage
wish
of
I
the
had a
opportunity.
walk-in. Oh yeah, I wish I had a walk-in because I would have bought more. You know, and again, when I got back, when I called Maito, and I went back because I told my wife, I said, man, a couple more and we might get through close to the week.
Yeah.
I said, so I'm gonna go back just to see if there's any more
Double
left.
check.
And when I got there, Maito was there, and then Victor Martinez, the
Uh-huh.
papa de Chang's Barbecue,
Okay.
who he's got some good barbecue. He's opening in Las Minas right now, I think. He was there buying some brisket,
Okay.
you know. And I walked over there and I asked the lady, I said, hey, you know, if there's anything left after they buy anything, I'll take a couple more.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know, so there was some, but the lady had told me that there was a little over 300 briskets back there. So, you know, for
There is
She even told us I have to leave some to put there for the people, and we were like, me and you were like, okay, that's fine.
you know, and
But I'm gonna take half of it.
Well, guys, you gotta understand too. You can call both of these gentlemen. The phone numbers. You can call them, and if you need to cater a party, cater an event, they're the ones that they can do it for you. Just call them up. What's the number to the call for you?
830-968-1116.
830-335-8464.
There you go. So if you're looking to cater an event, and you need some barbecue chicken, barbecue brisket sandwiches, anything, they take care of you. Both of these gentlemen know what the food business is all about. They're gonna take care of you. Make sure you guys, Choche and Maito, great cooks. What better way? So my thing is that whole situation with you guys supposedly buying out Walmart.
Yeah.
When of course they don't have limits on how many briskets you can take. Not like HEB. Shout out. If you say it, they gotta pay it. But
Yeah.
but again,
You know why HEB has limits, right?
because of store policy or
It's-
corporate.
no, it's here.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah, because of all the purchasers that come from Mexico.
You see.
Because I have issues, buying bread. Buying bread for me is kind of hard, right? Because we'll go through, 100 loaves a week, 120 loaves. So they got an 8 loaf limit. So why? And I went. I was like, I talked to
The
the manager there, and they're like, well, it's because they'll buy it on. And I'm like, but you're in business to sell it. Like, why would you do this?
That's
Why
the
wouldn't you
thing.
buy
They're
it
in the
all, right?
business to sell it.
But but
I
again,
have
they
that
want
problem with corn, Choche.
they-
And sometimes I'll go there and they'll be like, no, we got a limit on corn. There's no sign. Well, it's because you have to leave some for the people. Well, you want to sell it or not?
Yeah. And like with bread, I've gone to where like hey, well, okay, well that means I'm gonna have to go a bunch of times a week, or you can do curbside and they'll give you a little more. Like for the quinceañera, I literally called management. I said, man, I need 70 loaves of bread. Like, and I mean, they'll make it happen for you.
Yeah.
Just like
You and Bar.
whether it's Prime or Wagyu, you can buy the full case. They won't put a limit on the expensive stuff. They just put the limit on the choice and the selects and stuff like that. But the cool thing, I mean, even me back when I first started on my trailer before, I mean, now I usually buy all my brisket through a company, right?
Yeah.
They bring a trailer down here. But before it was always trying to go to Walmart. Why? Because they didn't have a limit. You know, that's Walmart's policy. They've never been worried about.
No restrictions.
No,
restrictions.
no. And that's me. I go there on a Monday morning and I fill up my cart full of briskets and I always run into everybody. Ya llevas todos los briskets. No, I todavía.
Yeah.
And that was one of the thing with the posts. The anonymous people were putting, por eso nunca hay brisket. I'm like, I come every Monday and it's full. And after I take it, they put more. How are you saying that there nunca hay brisket, right?
Yeah.
And
Well-
then there was those that are saying,
Hey, all I know is somebody wanted to make a brisket for their mom on Sunday. They couldn't because you took it off.
yeah. They wanted to cook a 14-hour brisket on Sunday for their mom. Their mom stayed without a brisket sandwich on Sunday.
It takes a pit master to know how many, and you have to buy it. You have to buy it on Friday in
Yes,
order
sir.
to get it taken care of for Sunday.
Yeah, we order 3 times a week here usually, and I mean it's just nonstop here. So yeah, I mean that day I was happy. I got some. Later on, like at 10 p.m., they called me. Hey, they just put another 50 out, but I really didn't have nowhere else to put them. So there it went, and then still Monday they had some more, and that's why I kept laughing because people kept saying there wasn't none. There was. There was
some.
Look, Carl Kidd tagged us.
Yep.
Saying,
He went and bought one.
He went and bought one at 6:00 p.m. But la gente, like I said,
So there wasn't a brisket gate. Then, 'cause
there was an
briskets left over.
imaginary anonymous posting brisket gate.
Puro Pokemon,
Ya
Felix.
sabes.
Of course, they got your trade on Sundays, right? Well,
Yeah,
usually
Sunday we have
Sundays.
trade night. Yeah.
Yeah, trade night.
It's gotten so good, dude, and like some kids came earlier. We try and help these kids out quite a bit.
That's
So
awesome.
Yeah.
we
That's awesome.
of course Claudia.
Beat the
Uh,
bartender.
Yeah, beat the bartender, brag about it. So she's a Cub fan. She's a
Oh,
Cub fan.
We're about to take your best player. We're getting everybody with the Dodgers.
Yeah. Of course, Giannis
Hey,
equals 2 to 3 rings.
turn the camera.
Turn the
Marcus
camera.
is making like I don't know how many shots over.
Let
You
me
got a
go
good
look.
little.
Yeah, you got plenty of people over at the bar getting their shots, getting their margaritas. You got of course the jalapeno. I think it was the signature. I'm sorry.
The toxicas or
the
which one are we
Toxic-
talking
oh,
about?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
la
hold on,
toxica, la coqueta, and then we got the spicy coqueta. Man, these bartenders, I'm so proud of them. Like I've always told them, hey, use it as your platform. Like, man, y'all do whatever y'all want. That's the beauty of this place. Like,
Yeah.
Marcus is a great bartender, great worker. Guaya, she's our bar manager and she's a great bartender as well. You're never gonna come and be bored here.
No.
Marcus can talk about anything.
Yeah, he's a Baltimore Raven fan.
Oh, yeah,
really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
they
a massive Raven
But
fan.
my wife's a Raven fan, and she was excited because they just locked up
Henry.
for 2 years.
Dang.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you come down here, these guys, they I always tell them, make it your own. The only thing, like I told Wyatt, you can do whatever you want, minus putting up Chicago Bears stuff. We don't allow that type of stuff here. So
Stop Bears.
That's my dog.
And
The full bar, bottled beer, draft beer, spirits, their signature drinks are margaritas. Make sure you come on by. Their slogan here at Choche's Barbecue: "Come for the barbecue,
stay for the
stay
drinks.
for the drinks." That's what
Cold
it is.
drinks. Cold.
3-time award-winning winning bar. tamarindo margarita, the spicy watermelon, the jalapeno cucumber margaritas. And this year at the Stock Show and Rodeo, they're all your margaritas are named after your
The
barbecue
pits,
pit, man.
yeah. Except there's one of them that isn't, but yeah, everything else is named after the pits.
So they're
Great
what's your-
names.
huh?
Great names.
Great name,
Yeah.
like Toxica.
La Tóxica.
She's
Yeah.
famous, man.
You got you got frozen cocktails. Of course, you got DJ Wolf. He plays Thursday through Saturday. He's available for private parties.
Oh, yeah.
Also, this is the official Eagle Pass Sports Bar, where they can legally do the UFC. So you can come watch UFC. What's the next one?
Oh, that's awesome.
316.
316 is the next one. You can come by. They're the only ones work hand in hand with Joe Hand Promotions. Of
And
course,
the casino.
And the casino
does it too.
Yeah. So, what did you, okay? We're gonna get into boxing a bit because the boxing era for me has gone. I just can't fathom what the middleweight class and the welterweight class is just. I mean, what do you guys think about that in itself? With this past, what was it, May the May the 5th, where you had Ryan Garcia, of course, fight, and he got knocked out.
Non-roided Ryan Garcia.
Exactly, non-roided. Of course, David Haney, and then you had Teofimo Lopez.
That was the only good fight.
Yeah,
And it wasn't that great either.
No, tampoco, tampoco.
So again, and then you had Haney also fighting, and then you got to the Canelo one in Spo, and that one was just pure
Trash.
garbage.
Trash.
It was garbage. Like
So,
I remember, I'll be turning 48 on Friday, guys, but I remember
damn, coach, you surprised me with that.
Sir Ray Leonard, Marlis Hager, Thomas Hearns. Like that was the era of boxing in the 80s.
Yeah.
Am I right or am I wrong? 80s and 90s.
I would watch Camacho with my dad.
Exactly. Well, the era of course, Chavez and Camacho and all those guys. But that was the era of boxing that I remember, and that was like you did not sidestep anybody. Like you said, hey, I'm coming after you. Guess what? That fight was made.
Yeah.
Don King and every promoter, Eric, Bob Arum, they did it.
You got to remember, those guys weren't making any money there.
The fighters weren't making any
You know,
money.
so
They're
what?
making
That's the
fight-
not. That's the only way they could do anything, right? Then you
Man, this
yeah. There you go. Look, it's a birthday shot.
birthday shot.
Birthday shots.
That's what you talk about. A show within a show right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were all looking to get get on companies, like Gatorade and stuff. That's the only way those guys made money back in
Yeah.
the day. I mean, Don King was making money, but then boxers weren't. I mean, now you got guys that they handle their own careers. Those guys didn't handle nothing. I mean, Canelo picks and chooses because he can,
'Cause he
you
can.
know, and he's making. Why does Canelo not want to fight Benavides? Because he doesn't want to make him any money.
No, he doesn't
Not-
want to.
I don't think he's scared of him. If anything, he's better. He's a better matchup for Canelo because the guy's just gonna stand there and take a punch.
And take a punch, yeah.
But the guy said, you know what? I'm not gonna make this guy any money. So
Especially
that's
the
the
way he's
funny part.
demanding it.
Yeah, like
Especially
yeah.
the way he's
His next
demanding it
fight's
now.
in September,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Yes, sir.
that's gonna be a good one, man. Crawford.
That is going to be a good
Yeah.
one. There we go.
I mean, the weight
Yep.
disparity might be an issue, but I mean, Bud is bad, man. Bud is the real deal. So we'll see if Canelo can handle Bud.
We had, of course, over 12 kids in baseball, softball, soccer, cross country, and cheer going to the next level.
12
Yeah,
kids,
12
wow.
kids, yeah.
That's a good
That's
amount.
from our good friend, Mr. Raul Olivas. So,
El Rule.
and Rule, waiting for the limones to be on sale. Is it that bad for the limones too? So, ring the bell, ring the bell. What happens when they ring the bell, Choche?
question.
Free shots, baby,
Free shots
for everybody at the bar.
for everybody at the bar. So who's gonna ring the bell?
STX, baby.
STX. You know what? Bar.
Yeah.
Marcus. 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 I want to see you ring the bell.
On STX right now, baby.
Ring the bell.
Ring it.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. There you go. Roll. Ring. Sports Live. Go to our YouTube channel, subscribe. We want to get to a thousand subscribers and 1,000 followers before July. So make sure you guys go share it,
That'll
follow
happen.
it.
That'll happen.
Click on it.
Yeah, click on it, share it, like it.
Get it going.
Yeah, get it. Get you guys all the sporting events in Eagle Pass, Del Rio, Laredo, South San Antonio, the whole region. We're covering you guys from cross country to volleyball to football to basketball to soccer to baseball, softball, tracks. What more do you want?
Or do you want?
Rung the bell again. Ring a ding ding. Oh my God, we are getting feisty tonight. Here at Choche's Barbecue, 1995 North Veterans Boulevard, Suite A. Make sure you guys come by and get your drink on tonight. Of course, law enforcement, don't forget tomorrow night. If you're in law enforcement, come on by. There's a door prize. You make sure you get your ticket. That door prize is brought to you by STX Sports Live. And we got game night tonight. So come and get yourself.
Yeah, challenge Marcus. I
Yeah,
see he's
challenge
playing
Marcus.
something. Somebody's playing something with him.
Yeah. So challenge the bartender for a house shot. So, guys, again, great show. We got more to talk about. Texas. I know you always go to the spring game, Coach. You could not go this year.
Man, I was heartbroken. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a tradition. In years that I was going.
And you couldn't make the spring game.
They got away with it. They had a spring festival for the players. So unfortunately, it is what it is.
What you got going on?
Nonetheless,
I know somebody's texting you something.
it is what it is. So looking forward to UT football. You know,
Man, it's coming. It's gonna come good. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting to see what Arch can do this
Yep.
year.
Yeah.
Talk about immediately in the national championship picture. That's
And
quick. You know?
Kudos to Coach Sarkisian and the culture he's established at Texas, man. They had 12 players drafted, the most in Texas history. Last year, 11, a total of 22, 23 the past 2 years.
Yeah.
So just kind of tells
Winning
you what type
culture
of,
now.
Yep,
Yeah.
you know.
life's-
I know.
I've
know
been
we
through the
got our-
slump.
I know
I've been-
we got our running back, Big Blue.
Yeah, yeah. Thank God.
We got Blue.
Are we talking about the Cowboys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm a Cowboy fan to heart.
Okay.
But you know what? This year, with
It's our year.
Shoddy,
I've been impressed with the coaching staff he put together. I ain't gonna lie.
again, the moves that were made in the offseason
Mm-hmm.
is not a Jerry move anymore.
Nope.
It-
He's
it-
running the team.
Yes or
It
no?
looks like it. It looks like it.
We
I hope I'm
we
right.
did good. It might not look like we did good, but we did good.
Yeah.
Because you know,
Coaching matters.
Jerry be in the limelight even in the offseason. Every offseason, something happens that he's in the limelight. This year, for some reason, yeah, they still talking about the Cowboys, but it's not for the negative press. It's now kind of positive in what's going
I
on.
don't think we can get more negative than we were already. Pretty far.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not going there.
The Magic game is getting pretty intense.
It was magically delicious.
Getting pretty good over here, Choche.
Don't forget, they are open till midnight or past midnight
What's
tonight.
today?
Today is Wednesday.
Midnight. Yeah.
Midnight.
Unless you all, I mean,
Unless-
I always let the bartenders, hey, if they want to keep going, there's enough people, they can keep going. I
Yeah.
give them as much liberty as
No
they
restrictions.
No, sir.
There we go.
So, for you at Great Cooks, you're there till what?
11:30.
11:30.
11:30 on a Wednesday.
So,
We got buy 2 corns, get 1 free tonight.
the best
Awesome.
damn street corn in Eagle Pass.
Yes,
That's
sir.
at Great Cooks Foodie at the De Los Santos Foodie Park, 3055 Delaware Boulevard. And they're the very first red. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about red. It's the red trailer. Of course, our good friend Jerry Morales is right next door, the yellow one. And then plenty more. Of course, our good friends also Felix, Wild, Tames. They got their Pollos Hermanos.
Pollito.
Pollito. So that's also, man, their rib and ribeye and rib
The short
short
rib.
rib.
Yeah,
short
the
rib
Is that the one you
plate.
took me last week? The
The
half
short
chicken?
rib plate.
Yeah,
No,
the
no, the half
homemade.
chicken was from here.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
like, damn.
Yeah, the half chicken. Like I said, that's my staple. Like when I
Yeah.
come over here to Choche, it's a leg quarter with barbecue and brisket with macaroni.
And then you take a nap.
Oh my God! It puts me in a food
On the
coma.
clock.
No, I don't go to sleep on the clock. I can't. Anyways, guys. So Texas, do you think they're gonna make noise again in the SEC? We'll start with you.
I think so. I think the players that are coming back this year, I think the coach Sarkaz, I think the players behind the starters, the backups. You know, we finally have that culture where we have 5-star players, you know, in
What?
reserve.
I mean, I think it's game one, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
it starts
game
against
one.
Ohio State.
Literally,
You-
what more do you want?
You literally need to, just set the standard.
And I was actually at the game last year when they played against Ohio State in Jerry's World, and I still got that bad taste in my mouth. I ain't gonna lie, so I'm looking forward to Ohio State. You know,
That'll be a good one.
He got it confirmed with you. I don't know. I know Emily Valdez.
Oh, she's coming back next year and
Yeah,
strong.
she's coming back. Yeah.
I know Harold's getting her ready.
Yeah. So man, that's a big plus for Coach Coca Ruiz, and having that young lady come back into healthy. So guys, as we continue, we're gonna go to one more break. We'll be back with more after this.
Stay for the drinks. 1995 North Veterans Boulevard, Suite A. The official Eagle Pass Sports Bar. Watch all your live local sports plus MLB, NFL, NBA, and more. Choche's Barbecue and Bar. Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. We sat down with Dr. Hector Alvarez, and this is what he had to say to the community. Knickerbocker, Heredia, Salinas, and Salinas, attorney at law. 468 Main Street in Eagle Pass and 5460 Springfield Avenue in Laredo, Texas. Visit www.khsslaw.com. Looking for a certified plumber? Look no further than Larry's Plumbing at 2615 Alindo Highway or 3529 US Highway 57. Residential and commercial plumbing. Call them up 830-773-3250. Lima Charlie Car Wash, located at the corner of Medina and Ferry at 679 Medina Street. Car washes 24/7. Come by. The best water pressure in town. That's Lima Charlie Car Wash. Luis Barbershop, a staple since 1980, has been helping residents look good and at their best. Top-notch haircut, beard trim, and shave. That's Luis and Johnny Rivera at Luis Barbershop, located at 108 Falcon Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. MedShield Ambulance, located at 3199 US Highway 57. Serving Eagle Pass, La Pryor, Uvalde, Hondo, Carrizo Springs, and Del Rio. Transportation is available for dialysis, wound care, and outpatient services. Call Vanessa at 830-776-7772 or 776-6066. Owner and operated Nestor Salinas. Southwest Texas Optical is the #1 optical in the entire Southwest region, offering high-end designer frames, cutting-edge lenses, and state-of-the-art lab with same-day service. We are dedicated to serving the community in Eagle Pass. 708 South Bibb Street and 2076 Veterans Boulevard, Suite E. Your vision is our mission. Valdez Tire Record Service, 24/7 roadside assistance. You need a tow? Guess what? Call them up. Valdez Tire Record Service at 830-757-3102. Located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass. Need a jump? Give us a call. 757-3102.
All right, we're back live for a final take of the Overtime Sports Show. We're at Choche's Barbecue with our special guest, of course. Mr. Choche is here. Jorge Flores, the third. The second. Did I-
Thirds at home.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. Gabe Villaseñor and Maito decided to go get a drink.
Hydrate.
What drink did you get, man?
So, most of y'all know my girl Cynthia.
Uh-huh.
When I get home, she's gonna be like, ¿Por qué estabas tomando ahí?
Why are
I
you
had not
drinking?
tried La Tóxica yet here at
There you
At
go.
Choche's.
The Toxica.
So right now when Choche said the Toxica, I said, well, man, don't talk alcohol around me, man. It's like
You need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see him right there, guys. You can see him right there.
Ooh, Choche.
Yeah, that was Guaya. She
That was Paya's.
yeah. When I told her that was 2 years ago, right? Like I was like, hey, I'd always gone to. It would have been my third year going to the rodeo. The first year I didn't do drinks. The second year I just did whatever, right? And then I had a bar and I was like, hey, I need some special and let's see if we can do something with it, right? And I remember, I'll never forget, I opened the freezer and the smell of tamarindo and I was like, eesh. I was like, this might have
This
a
might-
little thing, right?
There's a future.
Yeah.
And then she for this year I was like, hey, like, okay, I got 10, we need to do something else, right? So then they went crazy and they got them 2 awards this year. So they're like I said, they're great bartenders. I always tell them, like, I'll
Well,
give you all
guys,
my opinion, right? Like,
The flavor's good.
Dang,
You appreciate them.
No, back in 2006, I was a bartender when Chili's opened. So, my alcohol, I've always liked all of this, but this is different and it's good.
yeah,
It's really good.
they got
Choche.
something really good there. Yeah.
Yeah, so Guaya, the team,
Marcos over there.
y'all are doing a good job. This is really good.
Look at that. Everybody's celebrating here.
Bertson.
So they are man, that's a different now I have 4 different views of that's a lot of cameras, man. So guys, don't forget that they are partying it up till midnight tonight. Game night, Wednesday night, card games, board games, beer pong, darts. Beat the bartender for a house shot. It's tonight, happy hour, 10 to midnight. Make sure you guys come on by. That's 1995 North Veterans Boulevard, Suite A. They are done with the food. They're sold out, but guess what? They still have the drink on. You can come by and get yourself draft beer. You can either do their signature margaritas.
the
La
Toxica.
Toxica. So come on by, guys. Don't forget, they are here till midnight tonight.
Quick
Don't forget-
reminder to slow down, right? Just it.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
done. Food wise,
Yeah,
we're
so
done.
done.
But
Right.
anytime I'm not selling food, if you want to bring something in, you want to go to Maito's, bring the food back, have a drink, go ahead.
Yep.
Anything, that's my only rule here.
DoorDash.
I ain't selling. Y'all can bring whatever you want.
And I've had people, there's been people that go and go get corn and then we're going
back.
to Choches. We're going to Choches.
And yeah, we've had Wyo and Felix both come deliver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Badass.
So you guys
About helping everybody out.
Of course, yeah. Danger, get me some. That was Pop Sanchez.
hey,
Hey,
Pops. Pops, ¿no te he visto desde esa noche, Pops?
No, hombre. Did he get lost here?
No, I don't know.
¿Quién sabes?
Quería un senior citizen discount. Le digo, ¿cuál senior citizen, compadre?
Oh my God, guys. That's all for us tonight. Thank you guys for joining us on our Facebook page. Don't forget STX Sports Live. Go like it, go share it, go follow it. Go to our YouTube channel, go subscribe.
Click on it.
Hey, y'all support everybody, man.
Yeah.
It's so hard, everybody out here, whatever business it is, I mean, everybody goes through business struggles, right? So never forget, whether it's a radio show,
Yeah.
whether it's restaurant, whether
Yeah.
it's what you do.
Yeah.
It just seems like everybody's right now is just so ready to attack on social media, and it's like, man, what for, dude?
It's crazy, Choche. I've had people come up and say, "Hey, Maito this, hey, Maito that," and they get surprised because I start just throwing data and I get my things here. I get my cups here. I get my napkins over there. I get my this. Because every little thing that you can save helps your family.
Yeah.
You know,
Makes a
and
difference.
they're just, you know, they just look at me like, oh, they can't believe I'm telling them all these secrets and stuff. And I tell Choche every time I see him, I say, I always reference you, Choche, because whenever, yeah, we both, he kind of went bigger than what I started, because you started in 2020, correct, right?
Yeah.
Me too.
The
A- a-
pandemic.
As a matter of fact,
mid-pandemic.
I'm planning my 5-year anniversary on July the 11th there at the park. I just booked the band, and I'll tell y'all later. First, we're gonna make a little promo video and stuff. It's gonna be a good band on July the 11th. But we both started in that year. I remember that me and him would talk, and he would talk, but he kind of knew more of the barbecue people, the barbecue crews, and he was more of a
Yeah.
going out there to the bigger cities. So I remember when I started, I said, "Hey, Choche, this, hey, Choche, that," and he would just, you know, "Hey, no, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, you're supposed to do that." So when people ask me, I always reference when I started, Choche knew more, and he would be like, "Yes, this, that," and he would tell you, "I can give you everything." I mean, it's not like we're gonna cook the same. You still gotta cook it.
Yeah, you still gotta cook it.
I can give you my seasoning, you know? You still gotta cook it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know? So I always reference Choche with everybody that comes up to me and say, "Hey, or wow, thank you." Hey, it's about helping all of us, helping not, like you said, not just the food business, radio,
Family.
you know. I don't know if everybody who follows me on social media knows, everywhere I go eat, I put a picture.
Yeah.
I try to help out everybody that I can. I try to go to the small places nobody goes to. And I ask, "What's your best thing here? What gets ordered more?" "Oh, they order this, they order that." "Oh, boom, all right.
Yeah.
That's your specialty, boom, I plastic." And then they tell me the next time, "Hey, thank you." You know, I went to this breakfast shop, I put their chilaquiles. Then following week when "Usted haciendo los chilaquiles, ¿verdad?" "Híjole, muchas gracias. Todos los días hemos estado vendiendo los chilaquiles esos."
Yeah.
It's about that. It's not about, you know, being ready to bash everybody, bash each other out on you know, social media,
Social
right?
media, yeah.
Yeah, and then anonymously, ooh, that's even worse.
It's small business helping small business
Yes.
Correct.
and helping the
Succeed.
community, you know, grow and be successful. I thank you guys for supporting South Texas Sports Live as we, of course, embark on this adventure of covering live local sports from Eagle Pass, Del Rio, Laredo, South San Antonio, and everything in between, from Brackett to Carrizo to Crystal City, La Pryor, you name it. If there's a game, the game of the week, we're going to be there. We're going to catch it
Hey,
live.
in every one of those cities, there's also real good barbecue places.
Yeah, they
Don't
are.
ever forget.
Yeah, no,
Like,
they're
everywhere. Go
everywhere.
try it everywhere. You know, everybody thinks everybody asks, "What do you eat?" I'm like, "Barbecue." What the hell else would I eat? You know, like, man, I go to Vegas and I'm trying barbecue. I
Yeah.
go wherever I go, I'm trying barbecue. Why? Because me, I just want to be better, right?
Yeah.
It's just trying to make myself better every day, right? So,
I know one of your signature sides is the mac and ruffles.
yeah, the Ruffles.
The mac and ruffles. I mean, I know your signature is the sweet corn,
Yeah, street corn.
right? That's your signature. I know you did make another kind of inventive type of what was it?
I got a brisket elote.
Yeah, brisket
That's the
elote.
cream corn with the chopped brisket on top, and then some shredded cheese on top of the brisket.
We talk sports and food.
Oh yeah.
All the
They go hand
time.
in hand.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand. Because
And
what do you do when you go and you barbecue?
Yeah, you eat.
On Sundays you eat.
Yeah.
So again, it goes hand in hand. What do you do before a big game at UT or
Tailgate.
the
dude.
you tailgate? And what you doing? You're barbecuing. You're doing it. You're
Hydrating.
doing that.
Or
That's,
when you vacation, what are you doing? You got your vacation, and now you're just planning what you're gonna eat every day. Oh, I want to go
Exactly.
here. I saw this. I
Yeah.
saw TikTok this. I saw that.
Exactly. Don't forget also, we are planning, of course, getting our Instagram up and going, our Twitter or X, as they call it, our Instagram. Of course, you're going to have more reels and more stuff. If you follow us on my personal page, you see that we put, of course, interviews with coaches and interviews with players. That's an interesting thing that we're doing. because
I do like the whole, you know, you get to interview players and stuff. It
Yeah.
gets them out of their shell.
Makes
a
big
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
And
thing you're
again,
doing.
South Texas Sports Live is all about our student athletes from here and around the region. Of course, this week, don't forget, Thursday night, we're going to have Alexander and Dripping Springs, game number 1 of the regional semifinals. We're being live from Northeast ISD Sportsplex in San Antonio. We want to thank our great advertisers or sponsors from Laredo, Smoothie Kings Laredo, Mr. and Miss Rodriguez. And we also have Mr. Rosas Road Techs Truck Center and Salute Medical Transport is another great sponsor for us. So we got those 3 great sponsors that said, "Go ahead, put us on your live, and we're gonna go ahead and sponsor that series."
Before we finish, real quick, I just want to give you a quick early birthday shout out.
Thank you.
Your birthday's on Friday, so just appreciate you,
Yeah.
Coach, and everything that you do.
Appreciate it.
Big
Bring us to
5-0.
the table.
No, man.
No?
No.
What is it?
48.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
That's
want.
close.
I was
Round it
close.
off.
I was close. I was off 1 or 2
I do
years.
have I do have white hair somewhere around here. I don't want to
Don't
do
we
the
all?
whole coloring thing. No, it's wisdom, right? It's wisdom, as we call it.
We'll call it like that.
Wisdom hair. So don't forget, guys, they are celebrating here at Choche's Barbecue. We are live, 1995 North Veterans Boulevard. We want to thank our hosts, of course, our host of the day, Choche's, George Flores II. And, of course, Maito for putting this together. Maito. And saying, Freddie, let's put a podcast together on Wednesday. Let's have a special thing. Yeah, why not? Of course, our good friend Gabe Villaseñor, as he came by, of course, wanted to talk about UT and what's going on in the world of sports. Of course, his son is getting ready for off season, and
I do want to say something.
what?
That reminds me about Brisket Gate. Choche, they were making fun of me because they were like, "Ya iba Maito 100 miles per hour. I drive a transit. It's a cafeteria van. I'm lucky if it pushes 65.
A trend.
Hey, ya iba Maito a 100 millas por hora.
Oh,
The safety of the streets and the violations. And I was like, I drive a transit, guys.
I tell you, man. I tell you.
We
You
also
see,
want to remind the parents for this summer.
oh yeah, don't forget, guys. Of course, this summer, if you want to register your son for flag football, go by the City of Eagle Pass Parks and Recreation. Shout out to the new Parks and Rec director, Mr. Gutierrez, Rick Gutierrez. Congratulations on Ricky, and of course his staff for always doing great things for the community. Don't forget, guys, still, we got Eagle Pass Little League running right now. We're almost done with that, but we're still taking registration for T-ball and coach pitch, but we'll start right after the school ends. I believe the latter part of May, we'll start those two. And congratulations to Pete Ramirez on a great 12 years of community service.
Big time.
I know our honorable judge, county judge, Ramsey Anderson too, made a proclamation for Pete. So hey, I mean, community service, that's what it's all about, right?
It's what it's all about.
That's what we want to make sure that we give back to our community in any which way. So thank you guys again for joining us on another edition of the Overtime Sports Show. As we are going to be live every week. I know we've missed our regulars too. Mr. Poncho Nevares is busy with the Venados.
Yeah.
I know they're closing up their season, their spring season. But shout out to Poncho Nevares and Nevares Law. So NevaresLawGroup.com. That's another of our advertisers. So hey, we got a lot of stuff coming up. You got your final words? Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I know I said I wasn't gonna talk politics. Nah, but some of y'all need to chill, man. Politics should be passionate but never personal. You know, that's all I gotta say.
There you go. You got final thoughts?
Hook 'em.
Cook 'em. Choche,
Much love, everybody, man.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
thank you again for joining us on another edition of the Overtime Sports Show.
Come have a
Good day.
toxica.
Yeah, come have a toxica.
It's good, guys. It is good.
You have a good night. To make sure you guys go subscribe, follow, and share our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Thank you once again to all of the guests. Till next time, keep talking sports. South Texas Sports Live.